Oh? And what might this be? Is my little shrimp coming to pay me a visit? Hi there. I've missed you. What have you been up to? Nothing much. Would you like to read with me? I'm on the last chapter of this part. Perhaps you'd be interested? Oh? You were looking for me for something? Well, of course, what is it? You wanted to talk? About what? Something serious? Oh god, do you... Be honest with me. Do you want to break up? Oh, thank the walls! You had me so scared! You were smiling and kissing me on my cheek, so I thought... Oh, goodness! My heart is racing right now, but that is such a relief. I got so scared. Okay. Calm down. Do your breathing just like Dad taught you. Alright, okay. Yes, what did you want to talk about? Oh, don't be silly. This isn't a bad time. Come on, pull up a chair. We can talk. Little shrimp. I can tell from the look on your face that you're nervous. Which of these two options is it? Are you just not ready to talk about this, or are you worried that I'll be mad? The latter? Why do you think I'll be mad? It's something unusual? Sweetheart, have you seen our world? We carry around giant swords and fight giant naked men. Do you really think that this world is anything aside from abnormal? Because let me tell you something. It is the furthest thing from normal. So if whatever you're going to tell me is unusual, odds are it's going to seem sane compared to the world we live in, alright? I won't be mad, I promise. Unless... Tell me one thing alone. Did you rip one of the pages of my book? The one that my grandfather gave me? The one about the outside world? Then why would I be mad at you? As long as you didn't do that, I could never be mad at you. What was that? No, I heard you the first time. Do you really think that? Do you think that you did something so horrible that I would break up with you? Sweetheart, I could never do that. You mean the world to me. Whatever is going on, I promise it's not going to make me want to break up with you. Unless, of course, you murdered one of my best friends, then, well, we're going to have a difficult conversation. You didn't do that, though, did you? I didn't think so. Now, take your time. Tell me once you're ready, okay? Yes, I know your name and your gender. Why do you ask? Okay. I certainly wasn't expecting this conversation, but alright. Recently you've been questioning your gender. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Gender is a social construct, and all social constructs should be questioned. Well, actually, according to Hanji, everything should be questioned, even if it's just a fact, even if it's something that is objectively true. Always question your surroundings, always question absolutely everything. Within reason, that is. But yes, especially social constructs like gender, or time, or algebra. Why does that work? It only works because we say it works. If I said that 4 is 5 minus 10, then that would be true, because numbers are relative. Anyway, that isn't the point. Gender is a social construct, so, of course, it's perfectly fine to question it. So, when you say you're questioning your gender, what do you mean by that? Do you mean that you already have an idea of how you identify, or is that what you're questioning? You don't have any idea. Oh! You think you have an idea? Okay then, what is it? Non-binary? I really don't mean to sound ignorant, but... No. Don't give me that look, it's okay. I promise, I'm probably not going to say what you're thinking. I've never heard that term before. Do you think you could explain it to me? Okay, so it's identifying as something outside of the gender binary? So, you don't identify as male or female? Okay. And if that's the case, what pronouns do you use? They, them, and theirs? Alright, that makes sense. Hey, what's wrong? What? No, I don't want to break up with you over this. Why would I? Do you really think your gender is that important to me? That I would break up with you over it? I mean, obviously, gender is important to some people. It makes them feel comfortable in their own skin. It's a social construct anyway, but it helps to affirm who you are sometimes, so it can be something that's extremely important to some people. So, it's important to you, so it's important to me, but that isn't what I meant. What I mean is, I don't care how you identify. Male, female, non-binary, or anything else. As long as you're still the person I fell in love with, as long as your personality remains likable by my standards, then I'm not going to break up with you. And I know personalities change just like everything else, but I mean, as long as you don't suddenly turn into a shitty person, I won't break up with you. You're still a kind person, aren't you? You're still a loving person, a curious person. As long as you're still the person I fell in love with, regardless of your gender, I won't break up with you over this. And even then, I wouldn't break up with you over this. After all, it's just your gender that's changing. Nothing that's going to affect how I see you, really. You're still the person I love, and that'll never change. Hey! Don't start crying, hey! Look at me. Hey, it's okay. It's all okay. Come here. Oh, it's okay. It's alright. Hey. I'm really proud of you. Not everyone can be so confident and brave about this. It takes a lot of strength to come out to someone. And I'm so proud of you for having the courage to do this. And I'm so glad that you trust me enough to tell me this. I'm really glad that our relationship has grown that strong. Oh, speaking of which, does anyone else know about this? Okay. And do you want me to use your new pronouns in front of others, or your old ones? Your old ones for now? Okay, well, in that case, I will try to use pronouns as little as possible, at least when you're around, so that, you aren't uncomfortable. And if and when you're ready to tell the others, then I'll always be by your side for moral support, okay? Of course. This is important to you, which makes it important to me. This is a big step for you. You're finally realizing who in the hell you are. That's something a lot of people struggle with, and I am so happy that you're able to figure this out. I'm so happy that you're able to feel comfortable in your own skin. That is truly amazing. Oh, something else I should probably ask. Should I make a list of all of the nicknames and pet names and adjectives that I use for you? Well, I know that words such as nicknames, pet names, and adjectives really shouldn't be gendered since, again, gender is a social construct, but I understand that societal influence still kind of dictates how you view certain words, so should I make a list of all of those and ask you which ones you're comfortable with? Yeah? Okay then. Just write Y next to the ones you're okay with, M next to the ones that are maybe, and N next to the ones that are no. Of course I'm being serious about this. Your gender, your pronouns, nicknames, and adjectives used to describe you, that all influences how comfortable you are walking around. And I love you with every fiber of my being, with every shred of my soul. I want you to be as comfortable as possible, okay? So, even if I have to completely alter my way of thinking about you to make sure I don't slip up, and I do apologize in advance if I do slip up. I promise it is not because I still view you as what you were. It is just because, well, once you repeat something over and over, it's extremely difficult to get it out of your head, and when you know you're not supposed to say something, it just makes it that much easier to say it. So, if I do slip up, I apologize. I will correct myself, and do feel free to correct me. Please correct me. Sometimes, if I'm not corrected, I just continue getting answers wrong, and I don't want to do that to you, okay? I do not want you to have to deal with that. So, correct me if I slip up, and I'll try to catch any slip-ups before they happen. But, yeah, I'll do my best, okay? And I just want to ask you one other thing, if that's okay. I know that some people, when they decide that their assigned gender at birth doesn't fit them, they change their names. Do you have any plans to do that? Have you already picked out a new name? You've already picked out a new name? May I ask what it is? Really? That's an amazing name. I really like that name. It suits you perfectly. Goodness, you're a genius, aren't you? Yeah, you've liked that name for a while? Makes sense. It fits you absolutely marvelously. Oh, is that an okay word to use? Okay, I thought so, since that isn't really a term you hear used a lot to describe men or women, or anyone really. So, I just wanted to make sure, just in case, though. So, is that all you wanted to talk about? Alright then, if it wouldn't bother you, do you think that you could stick around for a while? Maybe read with me? Yeah, I have the rest of the day off. And since I'm assuming you have the entire day off, why don't we spend it together? So that you can always remember how much I love you, okay? Alright, come here. Come cuddle with me, okay? You are so adorable. You know that? You always snuggle so close to me whenever I read to you. Alright, now, we're on a new section of this book. Ready? Alright. Part 6. Action and Echo.